It's 27 minutes on to the 7 o'clock hour, and this is where we say good morning to you, Grenada, Carriacou, PD, Martinique, the rest of the Eastern Caribbean, the rest of the world. Welcome to Good Morning Grenada for today. It is a Thursday, the 8th day of January 2026. Of course, you know the name by now. I'm Gordon Joseph, and I'm so thrilled, so enthused, so happy to be with you this morning. You know, I look forward to this every day. Yeah. I do hope that you had yourselves a great night. You got some time to reflect on your day yesterday, did a postmortem of it, and that you've made the adjustment, the requisite adjustments to make it better today. You've been given that gift of another day, so make the best out of it. Good morning to the friends out there in Carriacou and Petit Martinique, remembering that fear, F-E-A-R, it means false expressions appearing real. They're not real, they're false, they just appear to be real. You understand? So don't let fear inhibit you today. You know, go out and broaden your horizons. Be the better version of yourself than you were yesterday. Good morning, Eulyn. Good morning, Mary E. Banks. Good morning, Mildred Smith, Jillian McIntyre. Monica Meros Williams is with us. Sylvina Charles. Michelle Daniel. Hi, Mishi. How are you doing? Hope you're doing fine. Hope you had a great night. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I want to say good morning to Jennifer Colimo. Good morning to you. Where's Petlin? Petlin, good morning to you. Happy New Year, G. Happy birthday to Dollars, right? Dollars, the bus driver. Let me get this right. Yep. So the two Michelles are with us, Michelle Bernard and Michelle Daniel. Hi, Mishies. Good morning. All right. Okay. So good morning, my dear friend. Happy New Year. Please extend birthday greetings from to my brother Dollars, a bus driver on Ladig route. Dollars, happy birthday. Happy birthday. Sylvina Charles, how are you doing? Miss G, good morning to you. How are you doing? Hope you're doing fine. How is Doc and Candy and Josiah out there in Winterpeg? The entire family. Lauren Salim, good morning to you. How are you doing this morning? I ain't hearing you up. You okay? I hope all is well. Daddy Godwin and Miss Joan and everybody. Kathy and Kenneth Zuri. Solange out there in the Sunshine State, Florida. Auntie says good morning. Auntie, good morning. Nixon Fletcher, good morning to you. All right, let me get into what did I change my, I usually do it this way, but I have not seen my friend send my stuff as yet, so I'm going to use this one. And it says, the apostle said to the Lord, increase our faith. He replied, if you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you can say to this mulberry tree, be uprooted and planted in the sea, and it will obey you. And that comes from Luke 17, verse 5 to 6. Now, Father in heaven, we thank you for the many ways you strengthen us and reveal your strength, your life in us. We thank you for all your protection, also for your protection of our faith and hope. Grant that your spirit will penetrate us more and more, enabling us to be your witnesses in this evil and unhappy world. May your spirit give us hope for this life and for the life to come. Amen. Amen. And amen. Yep. Don't be afraid. God is in control. Remember that Rita, let me see, I don't want to miss anybody. Rita Williams, good morning to you. Yolan Swan is with us as well. Joanne Brathwaite Batson. Jennifer Lawrence is back with us. Welcome, Jenny. How are you doing? 23 minutes on to 8 o'clock. To my friend out there in Barbados who is always locked in, good morning to you and to the entire Bimsha family. Melville Jack out there in Chauncey St. Vincent, good morning to you. The Honorable Dr. Friday, good morning, Happy New Year, bro. How's my good old friend Ralph Gonzalez doing this morning? Oh, well, not old, aged friend. Yeah, you're getting some rest now, man. Take some rest, and then, if you think you're capable, you make a swing back, as they say, you make a tack back. Yeah, Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. 22 minutes on to 7. To all the busmen of the nation, good morning to you. All the drivers, all the conductors, you're involved in a very, very critical service. Yeah. Lord, I love to sing your praise. Reminding you that it's indeed a good day to have a good day in a good way. Good morning to my pops. Joe, how are you doing? Hope you're doing fine, Miss Annie and the entire home circle. Good morning, Daniel and Curtie, Delia and Carla. Micah, good morning to you and Robin Givens. Yeah. The word of the day today, that word is empower. Yesterday we had integrity, which meant honesty and strong morals. This morning it's empower. It is spelled E-M-P-O-W-E-R. Empower. Oh yeah, it's actually, yesterday was empower. Today we're doing sustain. Thank you, Dorian. Thank you very much, Dorian. Sustain, S-U-S-T-A-I-N, sustain. So yesterday it was empower, to give strength or confidence. Today we are going to sustain you. All right, and sustain means to maintain or support. And I'm so glad. Sustain, S-U-S-T-A-I-N. To maintain or support. Farmers sustain local food supply. Good morning to the farmers, and you too, I want you to recognize that key role that you play in the nation's economy. Well, not just economy, but the life of the nation, because without food, there's no me and no you. Of course, we can fast and pray for a while, but, we do need food, all right? So food security is in the hands of the farmers. Yeah, to sustain, to maintain or support. Farmers sustain a local food supply. Good morning to all the livestock farmers, those of us into the pigs and the poultry and the sheep and the goats and the rabbits. Yeah. Good morning, good morning. Sustain us. Let's cut down the import bill on, on meat, man. Let's be self-sufficient in meat. We can. Lauren, you're good, right? Nice. The motivational tip of the day is up next. Good morning, Nadisha. Destined to win, overcomer. Good morning, blessed morning, Mr. Joseph. Have a wonderful and productive day today. You too, my dearie. Hope all is well. I wish for you all the things that you wish for yourself and more. Mardi Gras, good morning. Yeah. I want to tell you something. Difficulties in life are intended to make us better, not bitter. I love this one. Difficulties in life, they are intended to make us better, not bitter. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, make us better, not bitter. Don't get carried away. Don't take up this, this pity party approach. When the troubles in life come, they're meant to make us better, because it wouldn't kill you. You understand? It puts you through the test, and when you come through the fire, then you realize, I'm strong. Yeah, that's the way the thing going on. Yeah, man. Good morning, Beaton and La Femme, La Calome. Good morning, Zai Zai, my little granddaughter, and your grandmom and the entire household. Good morning, Cardi. How you doing?
Give me Jesus in the morning.
Why not?
You give me Jesus in the evening.
Every day, every second.
Even another day. Give me Jesus. He's my
Wendy Williams, good morning.
He's my soul.
What's buzzing this morning? A whole heap of thing are going, you know. Yeah.
Now give me Jesus in the
A whole lot, man. Grenada affirms safety after U.S. travel advisory.
other day.
Local farmers to benefit from anti-predial larceny measures. Good morning, Chinese and your team.
He's my source of survival.
Parliamentary Elections Office addresses system shutdown.
When all my friends was
Good morning, Mr. Paul Millett. Good morning to you and the family
I called and
and your team at the Parliamentary Elections Office.
neutralize when my soul is cast down. And
In the region, Antigua and Barbuda opposition, they're concerned about government's lack of transparency on U.S. refugee and deportee deal.
he's my source of survival.
Internationally, U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio, well, he unveiled a 3-phase plan for Venezuela.
Morning.
And in sports, Afi and the girls are doing it, and they'll do it again on Friday. Yeah, I'm speaking in faith there, right? Grenada advances to the women's T20 final after beating St. Vincent and the Grenadines. It was a close match, but in the end, we win. We won.
Looks like home.
Yeah. Afi, good morning, girl.
Jesus.
Afi's like, wine.
When my
The longer it stays around, the better it gets, it's stronger.
he's softly
Afi and family, good morning to the entire family of Afi Fletcher, man.
He's
One of our unsung heroes.
my source of survival.
So humble, so down to earth, and always with this contagious smile. Her smile, you can catch it, you know what I'm saying?
Jesus in the evening.
Auntie Elsa, Trevs, Zavi, Zuri, Uncle Glyden. Good morning, how are you doing? Nigel, good morning to you and the wifey and Nidon. Folks, the AM edition of News, Sports and the Weather is right up after this. Got carried away this morning, but nonetheless, welcome to the news, which is right up.
Jesus, I got no shoes on my feet, you gave me Jesus, no.
Hey there. Did you know? The GPPA now offers more ways to take control of your health. That's right, copper and hormonal IUDs plus hormonal implants, all available to you. Safe, effective, and empowering options because your body, your choice. This message is brought to you by the Grenada Planned Parenthood Association through the Build Back Equal project, funded by Global Affairs Canada.
Served Grenada for decades, we are the #1 and largest electrical supplier.
Hi, welcome to Sunny Electrical. How may I help?
We offer electrical wire accessories, tools, and appliances for all residential, commercial, and industrial applications, which is what we are known for. And we expanded our products with new innovative ways to modernize your home. New homeowners will be captivated in our lighting showrooms.
Some more pendant lights here. These are very multifunctional because they can work for kitchens, living rooms, bedrooms.
We have a wide selection of lighting, ranging from indoor to outdoor and solar. We are also available for site visit services to assist you with selecting the perfect light for your forever home. We are located at Dusty Highway in Grenada and St. George. Sudden Electrical. Best value, expert advice, quality products. We hope to see you soon.
For when you need someone to help you to your feet, I'll be that beacon to your highest peak. Oh, I'll be right next to you, no, I will never leave. Come on, take my hands, we got everything we need. Cause you can look to me whenever you're in need. Just call on me and I'll be on my way. I'll be by your side, never to divide. The light that shines our way. Wherever you run it.
This is the GBN Morning News for today, Thursday, January 8th, 2026. In the headlines, Grenada affirms safety after U.S. travel advisory. Local farmers to benefit from anti-predial larceny measures. Parliamentary Elections Office addresses system shutdown. In the region, Antigua and Barbuda opposition concerned about government's lack of transparency on U.S. refugee and deportee deal. Internationally, U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio unveils a 3-phase plan for Venezuela. And in sports, Grenada advances to Women's T20 final after defeating St. Vincent and the Grenadines. We've got the details to these and more after these messages.
Are you looking for a reliable, affordable, and customer-friendly pharmacy? Look no further than Hills and Valley Pharmacy, the nation's leading healthcare products and services provider. We are committed to serving you at convenient locations. Find an extensive and affordable selection of prescription and over-the-counter drugs and medical supplies at Church Street, Hillsborough, Carriacou, Jubilee Street, Grenville, St. Andrew, near the bus terminal, and Halifax and Grenville Street, St. George. Our committed team is always available to offer valuable assistance for managing your health and wellness. Discover the additional benefits of our wholesale distribution on Halifax Street and our Medcare Center on Grenville Street, where we provide in-house physiotherapy, massage therapy, doctor consultations, and eye care services. Our commitment is to satisfy all your healthcare needs, including competitive prices, loyalty rewards, and special discounts for seniors. Contact us at 435-6904 and WhatsApp 535-4734. Choose Hills and Valley Pharmacy. Remember, your health is our business.
The Frequente Industrial Park is opening its doors with prime square footage available right now. Whether you are scaling up your production line or establishing new regional headquarters, we have the footprint you need ready for immediate lease. Our newly refurbished state-of-the-art facilities set a new standard, offering premium spaces designed for modern manufacturing, ICT, and service enterprises that demand excellence. With 24-hour security, property management support, and a location just minutes from the airport and the capital, GIDC Facilities isn't just a landlord. We are your partner in logistics and success. Secure your space in Grenada's flagship industrial hub today. GIDC Facilities, the foundation for your future.
Good morning, everyone. With the details, I am Gordon Joseph. As we say, welcome to Graphics and his team from Hot 98 FM. The government of Grenada has moved swiftly to reassure residents and visitors following the issuance of a U.S. Level 2 travel advisory, emphasizing that the country remains open, safe, and fully prepared to welcome visitors from around the globe. Responding to the advisory, which cautioned that the potential for violent crime and urged increased vigilance, Grenadian authorities issued a statement reaffirming that safety and security are national priorities. Officials highlighted Grenada's reputation as one of the safest destinations in the Caribbean, citing a crime rate of just 4 incidents per 100,000 people, well below regional averages. The government stressed that Grenada's tourism sector is underpinned by robust safety protocols and that visitors enjoy the same security protections as citizens. Community engagement, proactive policing, and the professionalism of the Royal Grenada Police Force, the RGPF, they form the backbone of the nation's approach to public safety, authorities said. Officials also pointed to ongoing cooperation with international partners, including the United States, and underscored the island's rapid response systems and strong crime-solving capabilities. U.S. citizens living, working, or vacationing in Grenada, the statement noted, receive the same level of service and protection as all residents. Travel advisories from the U.S. Department of State are regularly reviewed and reflects global risk assessments. Grenadian leaders maintain that the country stands ready to welcome the world with safety and hospitality at the heart of its national identity. Farmers across Grenada are set to benefit from a new campaign unveiled by the Ministry of Agriculture, Lands and Forestry, which aims to improve service delivery and bolster security in rural communities through targeted feedback and increased support from law enforcement. I've got my colleague Chrislina John gives us a comprehensive detail of this.
The Ministry of Agriculture, Land and Forestry has launched a sweeping new campaign to enhance service delivery and strengthen security for the nation's farmers. The initiative combines a fresh feedback mechanism with a major boost in frontline personnel to address long-standing challenges in the agricultural sector. As part of the initiative, the Predial Larceny Unit has introduced a survey designed to collect feedback from farmers on its performance while identifying areas for improvement. Inspector Desmond Daniel, coordinator of the Predial Larceny Unit, says the result of the survey will help strengthen the relationship between officers and farmers and ensure the unit remains responsive to the needs of the agriculture sector.
The questions is designed to gather feedback from the farmers on the performance, the effectiveness of the unit and its visibility within the country. We're also looking at recognizing the farmers' confidence of the unit since we have started. The response of the survey will help the Ministry of Agriculture, the Royal Grenada Police Force, and other related organizations to understand the strengths and challenges of the task force and to guide in the provision of resources, to set policies, to guide in the amendment of laws and regulation, and to serve to help better provide service to the farming community.
In June 2025, the unit received a significant boost with the addition of 43 young male and female officers to better address the challenges faced by farmers. Before their deployment, the new Predial Larceny prevention officers completed 6 weeks of intensive training at the Royal Grenada Police Force Training School. The program covered criminal law, policing techniques, ethics, crime prevention, legal procedures, and personal development. Inspector Daniel says the impact of the expanded unit is already being felt.
The additional number to the task force has contributed greatly to faster response to reports made. The more frequent farm patrol that serves as a deterrent to thieves in many cases, an increase in the solving rate of Predial Larceny offenses, and already we recognize there is a growing confidence in the farmers of the unit. So these are some of the things that we recognize addition benefits to the unit since we started.
The officers have since been deployed across the country's 4 agricultural districts, where they work closely with agricultural extension officers to support farmers and enhance security in rural communities. Chrislina John, GBN News.
Thank you, Chrislina. And finally, the Parliamentary Elections Office has notified the public of a glitch in the software used for voters' registration, which has caused a temporary shutdown of the entire system. The office apologizes for the inconvenience caused and assures the public that it is working to resolve the problem as quickly as possible. The system is expected to be restored by or before the end of this week. That concludes the local segment of news. Stay with us, the regional and international developments, along with the sports and the weather. They're straight ahead. the region, Antigua and Barbuda's opposition politician Harold Lavelle has raised concerns about the government's handling of discussions surrounding the possible acceptance of refugees or deportees, saying the public has been left in the dark about who would be accepted, under what status, and why the issue was not disclosed earlier. Lavelle argued that such decisions carry significant national implications and should be handled openly, with clear expectations and explanation to the public, rather than emerging only after disclosure by officials or media reports. He linked the issue to what he described as a broader pattern of poor communication and lack of transparency by the Gaston Brown-led government on sensitive national matters. Lavelle called on the administration to provide full disclosure of the status, scope, and the timing of any arrangements under consideration. Meanwhile, the government of St. Vincent and the Grenadines has officially authorized the reinstatement of public workers who lost their jobs due to previous vaccine mandates. Individuals who were classified as having abandoned their positions are now encouraged to report back to their respective department heads or the chief personnel officer by January 30th, 2026. This policy shift marks a significant effort to reintegrate employees displaced by some COVID-19 related health regulations enacted in 2021. Jamaica's Prime Minister Andrew Holness is urging the church to partner with the government in reducing Jamaica's murder rate to align with the regional average. Holness noted that in 2025, the country recorded a 31-year low of fewer than 700 murders, resulting in a current rate of fewer than 25 murders per 100,000 people. However, the government's broader aim is to reach the regional benchmark of 15 murders per 100,000 population. In pursuit of this goal, Holness emphasized that partnership is vital in tackling social violence, including intimate partner conflicts, domestic disputes, and petty quarrels between neighbors that too often turn deadly. Holness appealed to those engaged in criminal activities to turn away from violence and surrender their guns. He further urged the church to pray for them so that their hearts will be touched, so they will turn away from criminal activity. Now, looking further afield, Secretary of State Marco Rubio said the United States is preparing to take control of tens of millions of barrels of Venezuelan oil as part of a sweeping three-phase strategy aimed at stabilizing the country, jump-starting its economy, and steering toward a political transition. We have more in this report.
Secretary of State Marco Rubio dismissing criticism from lawmakers who accuse the administration of having no plan, today announcing a three-phase proposal for the future of Venezuela.
It's not just winging it. It's not just saying or speculating it's going to happen. It's already happening.
Rubio calling Phase 1 stabilization, which would include the sale of roughly 30 to 50 million barrels of Venezuelan oil. The White House saying the U.S. will share in the profits. Venezuelan state-run oil company confirming today it is negotiating that sale with the U.S. The second phase, according to Rubio, recovery, which will open up Venezuela's oil market to American companies and others. The last phase, Rubio says, is transition, though no specifics were provided. Some Democrats tonight blasting the proposal.
This is an insane plan. They are talking about stealing the Venezuelan oil at gunpoint for a period of time undefined as leverage to micromanage the country.
The West African nation of Burkina Faso has announced that a plot to assassinate its military leader, Captain Ibrahim Traoré, has been thwarted. According to Security Minister Mahamadou Sana, the plan was hatched by Lieutenant Colonel Paul Henry Damiba. The military officer ousted Traoré in 2022 in the coup. Authorities uncovered a leaked video showing the plotters discussing the plans to assassinate the president, either at close range or by planting explosives at his residence just after 11 p.m. local time on Saturday, 3rd January. Sana alleged that Damiba had mobilized both soldiers and civilian supporters, secured foreign funding, including $125,000, which was delivered from the Ivory Coast, and planned to knock out the country's drone launch base before foreign forces could intervene. There has been no comment either from Colonel Damiba or Ivory Coast. Sana insisted that the situation was under control, adding that several arrests have been made as part of ongoing investigations. Since seizing power, Captain Traoré has faced at least 2 coup attempts and is also grappling with growing jihadist violence that has forced millions from their homes. Cambodia says it has extradited to China a billionaire businessman accused of masterminding a vast cryptocurrency scam in which he trafficked workers and they were lured to forced labor to defraud victims globally. Business tycoon Chen Zi, who was among 3 Chinese nationals arrested on January 6th after a joint investigation into transnational crime lasting several months. Last October, the U.S. indicted the 37-year-old on fraud and money laundering charges, seizing about $14 billion worth of Bitcoin it alleged belonged to him. U.S. prosecutors said it was one of the biggest financial takedowns in history and the largest ever seizure of a Bitcoin. The UK sanctioned his global business empire, Prince Group, which has also been under investigation by Chinese authorities until at least 2020. The company is accused of running online fraud schemes in a number of court cases. The UN estimates that hundreds of thousands of people, including many Chinese nationals, have been trafficked to Southeast Asia, lured by the promise of legitimate jobs, then held against their will and made to defraud strangers online under the threat of punishment or torture. By some estimates, scam businesses may account for around half of the entire Cambodian economy. And that's the regional and international news. Stay with us. The sporting segment is straight ahead. It's 5 minutes after 7 o'clock, or just turned 6 minutes after 7, and here's the sports this morning. Well, on Wednesday, Grenada defeated St. Vincent and the Grenadines in their final group stage match of the Windward Islands T20 Women's Championship. With both teams having gone unbeaten prior and securing a place in the championship match, this game was crucial for maintaining the momentum. Grenada, batting first, scored 126 for 5 as Karina Noel's 47 not out from 53 balls stood out amongst a scorecard of several run scorers for Grenada. Afi Fletcher's 30 from 15 balls and Jaeda Tyrrell's 22 from 29 were key contributions to the total. At the midway point, St. Vincent and the Grenadines got off to a blistering start, reaching 73 for 1 after 10 overs and requiring 54 runs from the remaining 60 deliveries with 9 wickets in hand. However, Jaeda's Tyrrell's economical effective spell of 2 wickets for 16 runs from 4 overs, Karina Noel's final over and skipper Afi Fletcher's leadership, were able to restrict opponents St. Vincent to 124 for 5, leaving Grenada to win by 2 runs. The two teams will meet again in the final on Friday. The Grenada James Athletic Stadium will come alive this Saturday with the third staging of the Adrian Spaceman Mitchell Open, a highly anticipated event on Grenada's athletic calendar. The meet is held in honor of former Minister of Sports Adrian Spaceman Mitchell and is sponsored by River and Twine Estate. This year, more than 500 athletes from schools and clubs across the island have already registered, setting the stage for a full day of competition. Male and female athletes will contest over 50 events across 7 age categories, ranging from under 9 to adults. The Adrian Mitchell Open is the 4th of 5 meets scheduled for the current athletic season and forms a crucial part of preparations for the Carifta Games, which Grenada will host from April 4th to 6th. With selection spots on the line, athletes will be eager to make their mark. The final meet of the season is slated for January 23rd, offering competitors one last chance to secure a place on Team Grenada. The action gets underway at 9:30 a.m. on Saturday at the Grenada James Athletic Stadium, with admission set at $10 for adults and $5 for children. The action does not stop there, however. The track and field competition continues with the Charlie George Classic on January 24th, followed by the Independence Road Relay on January 25th. Athletics fans can also look forward to major events later in the season, including the IMA Relay Meet, the Horizon National Championships, and of course the Virgin Parish Relay Meet, both scheduled for February. Now that's all the news we have at this time. We'll have more sports within our luncheon newscast and our primetime newscast. Stay with us. The weather forecast is straight ahead.
Whether you're refreshing a bedroom or giving your home a bold new look, the Color Shop has the perfect paint and tools to make it happen, inside and out. With quality finishes for every surface and accessories to match, we make painting easy from start to finish. Whether it's a DIY weekend or a contractor starting a brand new project, the Color Shop is the trusted choice.
All right, folks, it's 10 minutes after 7, and for the latest weather forecast, we now join forecaster Nicole Jones at the forecast desk at the MBIA. Happy New Year, Nicole.
Thanks, and same to you. Here's the weather for today, Thursday, the 8th January, 2026, as recorded at Maurice Bishop International Airport. Presently, the weather is fair. Winds are from the east at 13 miles per hour. Barometric pressure is 1014 millibar, which is above normal and rising. The present temperature is 25.4 degrees Celsius. Relative humidity 85%. Yesterday's maximum temperature was 29 degrees Celsius. Last night's min was 25.1 degrees Celsius. Over the past 24 hours, 0 millimeter of rainfall was recorded. Hence, the total for the month remains at trace. Now we move to the public forecast, valid for today and tonight. The weather is expected to be mostly fair, becoming partly cloudy at times, with light and brief showers mainly by mid-afternoon. Maximum temperature today, 30 degrees Celsius. Winds are expected to be east-northeasterly to east-southeasterly at 8 to 18 miles per hour. Seas slight to moderate with waves up to 6 feet in open waters. Tides are currently high. Next low tide would be at 2 p.m. Sunset 5:57, sunrise 6:30. Just repeat the public forecast valid for today and tonight. Mostly fair, becoming partly cloudy at times with light and brief showers mainly by mid-afternoon. Maximum temperature 30 degrees Celsius. Reporting from the Maurice Bishop International Airport, I am Nicole Jones. Do have yourself a wonderful morning.
Thank you very much, Nicole. You do likewise. Folk, the weather forecast came to you with the kind compliments of Rennick and Thompson Company Limited.
I'm
sorry. I couldn't take any more of your gaslighting. Just go. I got burned too many times. I went to Quartz and found myself a new flame.
Say goodbye to your old appliances and hello to new ones from Quartz, bringing Christmas home.
Twelve minutes after 7 o'clock to end the news, a recap of the headlines. Grenada affirms safety after U.S. travel advisory. Local farmers to benefit from anti-predial larceny measures. Parliamentary Elections Office addresses system shutdown. In the region, Antigua and Barbuda opposition concerned about government's lack of transparency on U.S. refugee and devotee deal. Internationally, U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio unveils a three-phase plan for Venezuela. And in sports, Grenada advances to Women's T20 final after beating St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Now, that has been the morning edition of news for today, Thursday, January 8th, 2026. On behalf of the entire news department, I am Gordon Joseph, thanking you for viewing and listening, wishing you a productive day, and extending that invitation to you to stick and stay with the network, because we are with you anywhere and everywhere. To graphics and the team from 98 Hot 98 FM, we say thank you for sharing your time with us, and you're invited to stay with us if you want to. Have a good one, everybody. Bye-bye.
When you need someone to help you to your feet, I'll be that beacon to your highest peak. Oh, I'll be right next to you, no, I will never leave. Come on, take my hands, we got everything we need. Cause you can look to me, yes, I can. Whenever you're in need, yes, you can. Just call on me and I'll be on my way. I'll be by your side, never to divide. The light that shines our way. Wherever you road leads, we'll make your dreams come true. Next time, next time, next time, right next to you.
Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
Mobility, a common theme woven into the very fabric of human history. From ancient wanderers to modern explorers, our instinct to move, to seek something greater, and to grow has always driven us forward. Imagine a journey into pathways of boundless opportunities and endless possibilities. A collective future where the vibrant rhythms of the Caribbean, rich culture, and welcoming community create unforgettable experiences. Beyond citizenship by investment, we believe in our collective investment of time, resources, and energy that fosters innovation, creates jobs, and enriches lives, driving the growth of an entire nation. The Investment Migration Agency Grenada boasts over a decade of exceptional service and remains committed to guiding you toward global mobility and economic freedom through investment. Your journey becomes our shared story of progress and prosperity. This is an invitation to be part of something greater, something enduring. Begin your journey at imagrenada.gd. IMA Grenada. Unlock the possibilities.
In our 2026 strategy, we're focusing on several core pillars: high net worth individuals and experiential travel, romance and weddings, nautical experiences, meetings and incentives, culinary and agritourism, events and culture, adventure and sustainability. These pillars are designed to highlight the diverse experiences that Grenada has to offer. By aligning our efforts with these pillars, we aim to tap into key markets like North America, the UK, and regional markets, while also expanding into new territories such as Latin America, continental Europe, Asia, and Africa. Each pillar represents a unique aspect of our islands, from the luxurious experiences of our high-end resorts and villas to the vibrant cultural events that celebrate our heritage. We believe that by focusing on these areas, we can offer travelers unforgettable experiences that showcase the best of what our islands have to offer.
Whether you're refreshing a bedroom or giving your home a bold new look, the Color Shop has the perfect paint and tools to make it happen, inside and out. With quality finishes for every surface and accessories to match, we make painting easy from start to finish. Whether it's a DIY weekend or a contractor starting a brand new project, the Color Shop is the trusted choice.
It's now 18 minutes after 7 o'clock, and I'm happy now to join Sergeant Troy Paul from the Traffic Department of the RGPF. Good morning, Sarge.
A pleasant morning to you and also to our listeners, especially our drivers and the pedestrians. It is a pleasure when we can bring the traffic update to persons so that they can know what is happening on the nation's road, and especially as it relates to congestion and their road safety. As we dive right into it this morning, at this point in time, most of the traffic in the area, especially at town, that is moderately flowing. So persons traveling or traversing in any one of those areas can do so with a sense of easement this morning. However, we know as of the area of the St. Paul's, vehicles coming from the St. Paul's direction, heading to the Lucas Street roundabout, we've already start seeing some movement in that area. It is not that heavy as yesterday, but we have already started seeing movement in that area, so we know what to expect in that area as well. Also, the area of Calibini, it is not as heavy as yesterday as well, but we know what happens as we get closer to the 8 o'clock hour. And with Calibini, that portion of the road we call Toby Road, we've already started seeing movement in that area as well. So we know that the Calibini Public Road, the St. Paul's Public Road already start seeing that movement of traffic for the morning period. So we know what to expect if you're coming to from any one of these roads, especially coming to the town direction, or if you're heading to the Grand Dance for the Calibini, the persons who are coming from the Calibini direction. Most of the other areas, as you said, is the traffic is light to moderate, so, and we have no obstruction or any accidents in those areas, so that you would have any unnecessary delays. The traffic accidents take for the past 24 hours. We had a total of 8 minor accidents, 1 serious, 8 minor, 1 serious, and they are as follows. The traffic headquarters, we had 3 minors. The South Center judged 2 minors. The Spiters Police Station, 1 minor. Carriacou, very strange. In a long time, we have 1 minor. And the Grenada Police Station, 1 minor. South had 2 and 1 serious accident. So that gives us a total of 9 accidents in total. Yesterday we had 9 as well, so it equaled the total as of yesterday to today. And we see the consistency going up in the trajectory of accidents reported. And at that stage, I want to continue to appeal to drivers. Please drive safely. I remember we said that before you leave at home, you plan your trip ahead and make sure that you know exactly what route you intend to take. And before you start the engine of the vehicle, just make a physical check on the appearance of the vehicle, the outside, check your tires, and so on, before you start the engine. And even if you have to check open the bonnet and check your coolant, your oil level, etc. in there. If you're not sure, have someone do it for you or check a certified mechanic on a regular basis. In addition to that, before driving off, make sure that your seatbelt is clicked in and you're ready mentally for your journey ahead. And while driving, make sure that we observe all traffic signs and signals, all regulations as we go along the journey. And with traffic signs, make sure that we comply with officers' directions and instructions, and we obey speed limits and so on. There's a lot as it takes to with traffic, but one must be mentally stable as it is to driving, and focused is what I want to use. Mentally focused as you travel along the road and as you get to your destination. And one of the reasons why you can get to your destination safely. So there's a lot to be desired from drivers and also pedestrians as it is to safety. We trust that persons are here and comply. So persons, if you have not left home as yet, I urge you to do so. And also be mindful that we have we'll be having 2 cruise ships in our port today. So we'll definitely add some added visitors to our island, especially in the town of St. George's and our tourist hotspot areas all around the country and so forth. So let us be courteous, let us be drive safely, and give them a memory that they will remember from our island. And as I was saying, persons, if you have not left home as yet, please do so to avoid the rush in most of the areas where we have the heavy flow of traffic already start coming in, such as the St. Paul's, the Caligini areas where you normally experience that volume of traffic. And most of the areas, as we get closer to the 8 o'clock hour, it is your responsibility to get to work on time, and it is your responsibility for your safety. So let's ensure that we do what is prudent and what is wise in order to get to work safely and on time. And the question we'll definitely ask every morning, and I will ask that question this morning: if you are texting
or talking on the phone, then who is driving?
Who is driving?
Don't drive and use the phone. That's the gist of the matter here. Thank you, Sergeant Paul, and to your entire team. Good morning. Hope you have a great day and continue doing your work as often as you often do at your best. Have a great day.
Thank you very much, and you have a blessed day as well.
Okay. Folks, that has been the traffic report. We take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we've got the conversation, we've got music in the studio this morning.
Grenada for decades. We are the #1 and largest electrical supplier.
Hi, welcome to Sunny Electrical. How may I help?
We offer electrical wire accessories, tools, and appliances for all residential, commercial, and industrial applications, which is what we are known for. And we expanded our products with new innovative ways to modernize your home. New homeowners will be captivated in our lighting showrooms.
Some more pendant lights here. These are very multifunctional because they can work for kitchens, living rooms, bedrooms.
We have a wide selection of lighting, ranging from indoor to outdoor and solar. We are also available for site visit services to assist you with selecting the perfect light for your forever home. We are located at Dusty Highway in Grenada and St. George. Sudden Electrical. Best value, expert advice, quality products. We hope to see you soon.
Are you looking for a reliable, affordable, and customer-friendly pharmacy? Look no further than Hills and Valley Pharmacy, the nation's leading healthcare products and services provider. We are committed to serving you at convenient locations. Find an extensive and affordable selection of prescription and over-the-counter drugs and medical supplies at Church Street, Hillsborough, Carriacou, Jubilee Street, Grenville, St. Andrew, near the bus terminal, and Halifax and Grenville Street, St. George. Our committed team is always available to offer valuable assistance for managing your health and wellness. Discover the additional benefits of our wholesale distribution on Halifax Street and our Medcare Center on Grenville Street, where we provide in-house physiotherapy, massage therapy, doctor consultations, and eye care services. Our commitment is to satisfy all your healthcare needs, including competitive prices, loyalty rewards, and special discounts for seniors. Contact us at 435-6904 and WhatsApp 535-4734. Choose Hills and Valley Pharmacy. Remember, your health is our business.
The Frequente Industrial Park is opening its doors with prime square footage available right now. Whether you are scaling up your production line or establishing new regional headquarters, we have the footprint you need ready for immediate lease. Our newly refurbished state-of-the-art facilities set a new standard, offering premium spaces designed for modern manufacturing, ICT, and service enterprises that demand excellence. With 24-hour security, property management support, and a location just minutes from the airport and the capital, GIDC Facilities isn't just a landlord. We are your partner in logistics and success. Secure your space in Grenada's flagship industrial hub today. GIDC Facilities, the foundation for your future.
All right, welcome viewers and listeners to the conversation this morning. And the first leg, I'm joined by two goodly gentlemen, Mr. Hugh Alexander and Mr. Ken Joseph. And we're here to talk steel band. I don't know if you remembered, but sometime last year, the latter part of last year, they were here already. And subsequent to they being here, we also had a representative from the ministry where they alluded to the fact that on a campaign that the Ministry of Culture was rolling out, they procured a number of steel band pieces, and that would have been distributed to a cross-section, as a matter of fact, from a parish base. All right, so here they are representing the Corinthians Pan or Steel Orchestra, and that's in St. David. So they've gotten their pan, and now they are going to start their momentum. And that is indeed glorious for the pan. Gentlemen, welcome and good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, all your song melodious and harmonious there. Yeah, that's good. How is the new year going thus far for you all?
So far, it's going pretty okay with God's blessings.
All right.
It's okay.
Okay, good. KJ?
I'm over the moon giving thanks and praise all the time.
Okay. All right, so tell us, the last time we were talking about, the reviving of the Pan group in St. David, because there was Pan in St. David already, and, there was some steel pan left, but now you all got some additional pans, and so what's the taking now?
The taking about the pan system is an initiative from the ministry who came about to assist, because first thing we asked our representative for assistance to get the old pans moving. We had some hiccup because the pan was not in good condition for tuning and so forth, so they had promised us to get some pan for us. That happened over about 2 years, but eventually now things happen and we on point to roll out our band, or to teach people the band through the ministry as soon as possible, which will start in launching on Monday the 12th at 5 p.m. and from that we'll continue one time.
So where will the launch be held?
At Current Community Center in the Pan House.
Okay.
Downstairs.
All right. Okay. Now, in terms of involvement from a community-based perspective, are the people from St. David gravitating towards the Pan Squad?
Of course, they're excited. They are excited until they really want to get to the top where they were, because I remember a few years back, and about a decade, they was involved in Pan already and reached as far as in the panorama. So they're excited, they really want to go back there.
Okay, well that's good. I intend to be a part of that squad because it's a stone throw from my house.
Yeah, exactly.
So I definitely, even if it's to shine the pan when they finish play,
I'll be the water boy.
Something like that, something like that. Kensta, you're a musician by profession and a very professional musician at that. You play multiple instruments. Your involvement, what is your involvement in this?
Well, I'm here. I'm a person who's very excited about music because I know the economic benefit as well as the social and spiritual benefits from involving in music. I can see the changes. I know what happens to me because I always tell people, if it wasn't for my guitar in particular, I don't think I'll be standing here with you.
Well, you're actually sitting, eh? Okay, yeah.
Okay, I don't. Okay, you caught me off guard. Right, yeah, and I am very excited simply because you have a community, the current community. They had that band, that steel band before, and it died. And with a brand new initiative from the people of Current together with the government, especially the parliamentary representative, which happens to be our beloved PM, they decided that, let's do something for the pan. And the gentleman that is next to me, he's a get-goer. He's a go-getter. He's a person that always wants to see things go forward in his community. And with that initiative, with my love for the music and what I've seen, what music done for people, I always want to support and I'm always on board with him. Right? And he will call me, I'll give him advice, he will ask me for advice, I will, and vice versa. So we have that rapport.
Okay.
So this is not the first time we involve in different things. And at the end of the day, it's all about the people of Grenada in particular, in this instance, in particular, the community of Current and the surrounding areas. Because this thing is all about revamping the pan movement in St. David's. Because when you have a system whereby people can come together and learn, the students, a matter of fact, just the other day, he'll been distributing letters, not so? He's been to all the schools in St. David's.
Okay.
Right? And the students are excited. Right, just imagine if you can play pan, right? And because when you learn pan, it also helps you with other instruments. It helps you in your schoolwork. It helps you with discipline.
Okay.
Right. So pan itself and the music and that whole initiative is a good one. Right. So I embrace the opportunity of being alive to be here today to see the launching of the pan and just to be talking to Grenada about the excitement and to know that the students of Grenada, the principal of the different schools, the parents and of the different students, they're going to be excited because they know the benefits of involving themselves in a community project and a St. David's project like this. It's actually a national initiative by the government, but in particular under the Corinthian Steel Orchestra. It's an initiative from St. David's.
Okay. Now, having said that, how many people are you catering for to be involved in the orchestra?
Many as we could take.
Well, yeah, so how many can you take?
I can't get a definite answer about. We want to have classes. The ministry want to have classes twice per week.
Okay.
Tuesday and Thursday.
How many pans have you got?
We have an instrument of 15 players.
15 instruments?
At a time.
Okay. But you are going to train
much more.
Many more than that?
Because what happened, we'll be doing an evening class for the afternoon for the smaller children, which will start from after school until 5.
Okay.
And then the other section will take from 5 until 7.
Okay. And who facilitates the training?
We have Mr. Carter Brim and Cordell, and also a entrepreneur gentleman
by the name of Dashiki.
We'll do the evening program.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so do you have players, I want to say that, I mean trainers, teachers from St. David, or will they be the trainers will be provided by the ministry?
The ministry have the 2 persons who I call them, and then we have other people who are willing to assist.
So we actually have pan players in St. David who are going to assist. Well, that in itself, as KJ rightfully said, you know, that initiative, it sort of fosters community unity. All right, you might you might be surprised, but you shouldn't be. But you might find that some neighbors or some people within the community who might have had some beef before, and they converge in the pan squad training and so forth, and the music encouraged them to just let go the beef and let's embrace again.
Yeah, of course.
So it's a unity building sort of thing. So after the launch is on Monday. That's the 12th. So that launch is for the training aspect.
Yes,
all right.
And registration.
And registration. So what's next? What happens after that?
Soon after, we just have to get a schedule from the gentlemen when they are available and put a schedule together. Which time and which school, because based on the registration of the amount of people from each school probably might have a day specific. So for example, if Corin get Monday, St. Teresa gets Tuesday, St. Dominic get Wednesday, and so forth. So that's the whole plan of it, because based on the amount of people, we cannot do everybody at the same time.
And then you said that the training would be twice a week?
Twice a week on that's purpose, but we as a Corinthians, with the assistance with Cardell, we're able to do it every day going forward and morning.
And how would that be done? Because, for example, with the schools, if Pomerose students, there are so many for Pomerose students, will the pan be transported up there?
No,
or
they will be coming down.
Okay. Okay, so, right. So people from different parts of the parish, once there are enough people that are interested, they would have to come to the training.
Yeah, they will have to come to the training.
That's interesting. That's because as KJ said, you know, learning a musical instrument, especially the pan, it sort of assists with your mental faculty as well. Yeah,
it does.
Yeah, it also teaches you discipline. And so forth. So is the aim, it's a bit late, right? But knowing St. David as I become to come to know St. David, very, very ambitious people. Do you see Corinthian Steel Orchestra getting into Panorama 2026?
I'm not guaranteed to say 26, but I guarantee 27. Okay. That will be covering our force.
Yeah. Okay.
Because remember, we had to build a cadre of people, of students, and get the people who are interested, and so that we can be able to have that program continue and make sure that we because the ministry program is only for 6 months. So going forward, that's where we comes in.
Well, the thing about it is, what I could suggest is that if the ministry's part of the program is for 6 months, maybe the orchestra as a body can do what it can and maybe procure a specialist trainer that will work with the group of continuing after the 6 months.
Yes, so we have a commitment from Dashiki to work along with us
after the 6 months of the ministry's involvement.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good.
Because as you know, music is not something, it's a discipline, as you said. And the reality of it, you can learn a lot, maybe just past the basic or a little more intermediate if one really push, right? If you really push and you're really into it, right? Because music takes time. Music takes time as everything else. Right, so it's important, and we've been having conversation even with the same Dashiki and other people in St. David's who are interested to do their part, because you have people from St. David's who are involved in other steel orchestras, right? You have people like that, So
they're actually going to come home.
Right.
Home.
So
they come back home.
Something I always tell people, right? For example, I play a little keyboard. I'm not an expert, but I could only teach what I know.
Right.
So after you teach what you know, it's up to other people now to take it and go along further.
Okay.
So, and I always tell people that, hey, people always tend to have this philosophy, you have to be an expert to teach. That's not true. You learn what you learn, you know what you know, the little bit you know.
You can teach that.
You teach it, and then you advance.
Yeah.
You see me?
The recipient of that teaching can take it from where you brought them to another level.
That's right.
By seeking,
And that's the whole point.
Okay.
Also, I want to big up a gentleman who really assist us. Really assist us, went all around to assist. He left Comancheros, make his sacrifice. And to be there, because as I said in the earlies, I didn't know not much about PAN and so forth, so I was relying on assistance from other people. And that gentleman is Grenade. From Comancheros.
Okay. So he left Comancheros to join.
He didn't go and join us, but he volunteers them to give me the guidelines how we should go about doing such thing. And so I want to pick him up. I really want to pick him up. He makes real sacrifices to do that. Anytime I call him, he was there. Came to help us with the PAN, help us with every living thing.
And here, just before you leave as well, there's somebody in particular. I mean, there's a lot of people who want to see the PAN movement start and the music and so on for people to learn. But there's a particular gentleman, and I think I should big him up. I don't want you to forget. You know who we're referring to.
We're talking about our representative?
Not just our representative, but is a gentleman who's been around long, Mr. Lewis.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And when I came out to the initiative and I spoke to Mr. Lewis from Country Code.
Mr.
Lewis. He is there full in support. He loved the idea and he is always there. He will be there, matter of fact. I believe he will be there. I'm sure he will be there because I give him a personal invitation to be there.
Well, let me tell you something. Mr. James Lewis is a brilliant man, right?
Of course.
He's a forward thinker, so he's thinking down the line. Sooner than later, I'll have him PAN in the church.
Anything is possible. Anything is possible.
So don't think Mr. Lewis just involving in because he wants to involve you. Mr. Lewis would know. He knows that some PAN in his church.
Why not?
Is gonna pull some because we revolutionizing this thing.
Man.
You understand, Mr. James Lewis and your team at Country Call. Good morning and thanks for supporting.
But didn't you write a song about PAN in heaven or something?
PAN in glory.
PAN in glory.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Initially it was supposed to be PAN in the air and the heavens, but it changed to PAN in glory.
Okay.
But nonetheless.
So before we go further, there are one other company I really want to, or person that I want to great notice to is Mr. Graham William from West Hall Estate. When I discussed it with him, he was excited.
Okay.
He was also excited. So hopefully we could hope to get a sponsor from Umbrellas because we actually want to give, he told me we want to give the sponsor at any case to us West Hall Estate because of alcohol with children.
Okay.
So you might want to do it under Umbrellas.
Okay.
So we want to big up the folks in Umbrellas this morning too, the management and staff of them.
But is there a specific age range to start, like children under what? Is there an age range at which you start for registration?
I don't really think so. The thing about it, so long the trend is interesting and they could hold a steel pan. The stick. And they can understand a note.
Okay.
No problem.
Well,
so it could be 6 years, 7, 8 years.
Let me tell you something. I am an aged man and I don't understand notes yet.
I don't know.
But you sing, you're supposed to understand notes.
Well, I sing because I have the ability to sing. But
when you understand dollar notes, dollar notes are notes on the keys,
on the score sheet. Yeah, I don't know about this. I could pick up a guitar and play a song, but you don't ask me what note and how notes and I know notes and money.
Ask me, I don't know that except the money note. I know.
You understand? Well, so it's important. I really applaud that initiative, and again, I want to commend the current administration through the Ministry of Sports and Culture and so forth for not just for St. David. I mean, of course, I'm happy that it's happening in St. David, but throughout the island because I know PAN was distributed throughout the island to various.
I'm glad you said that because sometimes we don't want to song and bring in the politics. But there, are certain things you cannot avoid. The fact of the matter is, Poseda Adrian Thomas, the Minister of Culture, and the Prime Minister, he is the parliamentary representative, right? Then you have a Poseda initiative, you, myself, you have a lot of people from the Carinthians and some St. Davids, they want to see things happening. So when you talk about certain things, you're not really like pushing them. The fact is, they heard the cry, they saw the need, so they do what they have to do. So you must mention them.
That's what politicians are supposed to do. That's what politicians are supposed to do. That's a fact.
It's not like I'm trying to get this thing clear, because sometimes it's sounding as if you're pushing. No. But that's a fact. If you were the king, you're no longer the king. But you are the king, so I'm talking about the king.
Okay.
You see my point? So KJ is KJ, he is you. And if you do something, Innocent on the radio, so we coming to look for Innocent to do the interview. So you don't want, who we coming to look for? Not Innocent?
Yeah.
So you must mention Innocent.
I always subscribe to the theory that if politicians do what they're supposed to do or what they promise they're going to do, in that period of time that they're given, that 5 years in Grenada is a 5 years. If you do what you say you're going to do, what you told the people, when next election comes around, you don't have much talking to do because you delivered. So that's just politics of life. But nonetheless, gentlemen, I really want to applaud you all again, and I do hope that you all have a good management structure in place because of a number of things. You have children will be involved, so you would have to have some measure of maturity around to ensure that children are involved in children's stuff when they come to the PAN sessions and everything, so that there won't be any bitter taste in parents or guardians' mouth after they sent their child or children to your sessions, because children will be children. They will always look for opportunities to do the unknown to them. True. And we don't want that happening. We don't want people saying subsequently that, may I send my children to this thing, look at what happened, or this sort of thing. So ensure that you have adults around and make sure it's a sort of family-like environment, so that the children that will become like your children, so you take care of them in such a way that, like I said, parents will feel comfortable and happy, and that in itself could even bring the parents too.
Of course.
The parents will come and be a part of it as well. So
because we're expecting some parents to join the children just the same in the afternoon, in the evening, but who cannot make it during the day, they make it in the afternoon from 5 to 7.
Okay.
So but for the school, especially the primary school, which is smaller student, we'll have the evening class after school.
After school is what time? 5 o'clock is 5 o'clock is after school.
School is usually over at 2:30. 2:30, so you can have the class from 3 to 5.
Okay.
So enough time.
All right.
Also, I just want to mention that Sunday will be launching Monday, and Carrick will be launching on Friday.
Okay. They're the same PAN.
Yes, so they're trying to do two parish per week.
Okay.
The launch.
Okay. Well, gentlemen, I want to wish you all the best, and I look forward, like I said, it's a stone's throw away from my home, so I will be looking in. I definitely will try to learn a note or two on the PAN. All right, and I will be looking in, and you have the advantage of me being here, so that I can always report the progress that I'm seeing, and any initiative of the Corinthians Steel Orchestra, you just let us know, and we definitely, because I think it is a wonderful initiative, and it's a trumpet that we would like to blow.
Yeah.
In this case, the only thing is that
before we leave, there is important. On mornings, I will urge the parents to pray with the children, and even when we have in the session, it's important when you come, even if it's for a minute, say a prayer. And that's why they're coordinating even with the principals of the different schools. So it wouldn't be a Vicky something.
Okay.
It will be something that's coordinated and structured. Well orchestrated and structured.
Okay.
So that's why the plan there. So we don't just want to just do anything Vicky. So that it will be structured. All right?
Okay.
So at this moment, I want to invite all the people in Corinth and surrounding, please come out Monday to give you support and also to register.
Okay.
Okay, so we're looking at a good turnout from the community around the place.
The registration is free, I presume?
Free registration.
Okay. All right, Mr. Alexander and Mr. Joseph, thank you very much for sharing that wonderful news with us this morning. And we look forward to get a progress report on the Corinthians Steel Orchestra. Folks, that's it for this segment of the conversation. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back after these messages. Don't you go anywhere.
Hey there! Did you know? The GPPA now offers more ways to take control of your health. That's right, copper and hormonal IUDs plus hormonal implants, all available to you. Safe, effective, and empowering options because your body, your choice. This message is brought to you by the Grenada Planned Parenthood Association through the Build Back Equal project, funded by Global Affairs Canada.
But when you need someone to help you to your feet, I'll be that beacon to your highest peak. Oh, I'll be right next to you, no, I will never leave. Come on, take my hands, we got everything we need. Cause you can look to me, whenever you're in need. Just call on me and I'll be on my way. I'll be by your side, never to divide. The light that shines our way. Wherever you road leads, we'll make your dreams come true. Next time, next time, next time, next to you.
Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
In our 2026 strategy, we're focusing on several core pillars: high net worth individuals and experiential travel, romance and weddings, nautical experiences, meetings and incentives, culinary and agritourism, events and culture, adventure and sustainability. These pillars are designed to highlight the diverse experiences that Grenada has to offer. By aligning our efforts with these pillars, we aim to tap into key markets like North America, the UK, and regional markets, while also expanding into new territories such as Latin America, continental Europe, Asia, and Africa. Each pillar represents a unique aspect of our islands, from the luxurious experiences of our high-end resorts and villas to the vibrant cultural events that celebrate our heritage. We believe that by focusing on these areas, we can offer travelers unforgettable experiences that showcase the best of what our islands have to offer.
Mobility, a common theme woven into the very fabric of human history. From ancient wanderers to modern explorers, our instinct to move, to seek something greater, and to grow has always driven us forward. Imagine a journey into pathways of boundless opportunities and endless possibilities. A collective future where the vibrant rhythms of the Caribbean, rich culture, and welcoming community create unforgettable experiences. Beyond citizenship by investment, we believe in our collective investment of time, resources, and energy that fosters innovation, creates jobs, and enriches lives, driving the growth of an entire nation. The Investment Migration Agency Grenada boasts over a decade of exceptional service and remains committed to guiding you toward global mobility and economic freedom through investment. Your journey becomes our shared story of progress and prosperity. This is an invitation to be part of something greater, something enduring. Begin your journey at imagrenada.gd. IMA Grenada. Unlock the possibilities.
Welcome back, viewers and listeners. It's 4 minutes away from 8 o'clock. I just want to take the time out and say happy birthday to Althea Duncan. You've got birthday greetings coming from Nikita, AJ, and Kevin. And, they hope that you get everything that you wish for. Althea, happy birthday to you. Yeah, enjoy it to the fullest. Okay, so we've got 4 minutes, all right? I won't start any meaningful conversation. When I say, not meaningful, but any deep conversation. Let's just, we have 4 minutes in which we can converse. Is there anything that's on your mind? Good morning, caller.
Good morning, innocent morning to listeners and the viewers.
Welcome.
Glad to get an opportunity. Now, my issue this morning is with that thing issued by the U.S. on safety and so on in Grenada. If Grenadians cannot see the hypocrisy and the trouble dealing and the dishonesty of the American administration, this should help to open the eyes. Just a few days after the police gave a comprehensive report of the crime situation in Grenada, which cannot be doubted, we have this thing coming too. At the same time, these people want us to receive people. Well, they want to make it worse, according to them. And people need to really think seriously. Whether you're getting barrel or you want your visa, is that enough to sacrifice the future of your country? Thank you. I want somebody else to get a chance. Thanks.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, caller. 435-2041. That's the number if you've got something on your mind that you'd like to share with us. Good morning, Claire Williams. Walland Akwat, welcome back. Althea Edwards, good morning. Good morning, caller.
Good morning.
Hi, welcome to the program.
Now, in Grenada, there are lots of things on my mind, especially in communicating to people. Now, many times I've heard when certain people, maybe you too, maybe I said, I'm hearing when they're giving weather forecast, they are talking about 13, 14 millibars. What do you mean by that? You are a past teacher and an intellectual, very intellectual. Would you mind explaining that to me on the public? 14 millimeter. What do you mean by 13, 14? Explain that to me. Or tell them to explain that to me and perhaps to the population of Grenada and those intellectuals. Go ahead.
Okay.
I'll listen to you.
Thank you. Thank you, caller. Good morning, caller. Welcome.
Yes, hello. Good morning, sir. How are you going?
I am alive and thankful. How are you?
Trying to be comfortable. I want to agree with the caller before the last one concerning the condition of us in the Caribbean, not taking the Americans seriously with the stupidness that they're doing. But that is not really what I call for. I want to just make a quick comment on something I heard on your program, because I was trying to get in contact when Sergeant Troy was on the program the other day.
Okay.
But somehow you all didn't answer the phone. But my point is this. I heard Sergeant Troy making this point, that if an individual is on a bus and a bus have to go where the individual want them to go, in other words, your sticker mark from St. George's to Grenville. But if, and I want to ask the question now this way, if I am a bus driver and I've worked whole day and my last trip, I am living in Latant, but my last trip I told the persons who coming into the bus I am not going up to Grenville because I'm tired, probably I'm sleepy. Which part of the law demands that whosoever come in my bus, I bound to drop them into Grenville? And I told you before you come into the bus, I am only reaching in Latant and I know my condition. I think that the routes that stick there are there for that sticker route to ply within. But there is no law to me that state, and that is what I wanted the sergeant to state, which part that the law is.
Well, let me interject here.
Somebody come on the bus in that route, I bound to go to their destination.
No, let me interject here, right? I think there are times when common sense prevails, because there's nothing you're doing wrong if you, as a driver of that bus, even if your sticker says Grenville through St. David's to St. George's, that if on entering the bus you declare to the passengers that, hey, I'm reaching at Latant. If you make that abundantly clear that you're reaching to Latant and they come on the bus, that's wisdom. They were told in advance that this is where I'm stopping off. So you cannot, and I'm going to act on behalf of the police there now, you cannot be held at fault if they were told in advance that this is where you are stopping. They cannot determine and dictate that you go further. Okay?
Thank you.
All right, good. Folks, that's it for the conversation this morning. And thanks to those of you who participated, called, and everything. To you, viewers and listeners who did not, thanks for being with us. Ken Starr, KJ, and Hugh Alexander for sharing with us from Corinthian Steel Orchestra. Thank you very much. But this is where we've got to pull it down, because we've got the BBC to join, and it is my opinion and my belief that they're already in progress. Thank you. Bye-bye.